Welcome to Inferno on Ice. I'm Michael Gutnick, and alongside me is Reagan Smith. Today we give you a preview of the first game of the season for ASU men's hockey, as well as a look ahead into the 2017-2018 campaign. So Reagan, what do you expect from the first game of the year for the Sun Devils?
GCU back in December, a rivalry series before returning to the ice this last week. Where's this team at right now?
Well, against GCU, they played really well, winning that series 3-1 in that series. And in that 3-0 game, they earned their first shutout of the year and in program history. So as they finished off 2017, they were able to establish a dominance against a team from within their valley. And now they've moved on to 2018, where they faced a team across the border in Assiniboine College. And despite being swept by Assiniboine, they were able to establish some experience against a stronger team, but they kept in fighting in those close contests. One thing that the Sun Devils need to work on is getting out to an early lead, jumping out straight away. They need to be more aggressive early in the game, have a 1-goal, 2-goal lead, and they can start to feel comfortable in the defensive zone and have the ability to break out and score more, and eventually they will get back on the winning side of things at Colgate. The biggest surprise has been making the playoffs for the first time in program history. After getting 2 wins last year, they're able to get 8 this year, and that's a big step for this club going into the next couple of seasons with a large improvement roster.
Now, moving into the second period, things started to fall apart for the Sun Devils. Colorado tacked on 4 goals in that second period. What changed after the first period for Colorado?
CU Boulder started to play aggressively. As you said, they scored 4 goals. 3 of them came from Mara Kiefter for the Buffalo. And really what happened is that they started to get more offensive attacks in the offensive zone. And they got a lot of shots on goal and cleaner passes on Jordan Ash-Bolden.
Who on this team has really stood out to you this year?
It's been sophomore goaltender Jordan Ash-Bolden. In 17 games this year, she's recorded 5 wins, including the shutout against GCU. Her goals against average has improved significantly. From last year, she had a 4.8 GAA, and this year she's moved to under 3, which is impressive. And one thing to note from her saves and her save percentage is that she's the only goaltender with 600 or more saves and a save percentage better than 93%. So really impressive work by her. Despite her small size, she's a big reason to why the Sun Devils have been able to fight in some closely contested matches this season. The most underrated player for the team was Catherine Jones. She had 7 goals, which was tied for 3rd on the team, and she always crashed the net and was a presence in front of the goal, and she always had a smile at practices.
What have you seen from the Arizona State penalty kill this last week against Alabama Huntsville?
Well, in their last series, they managed to kill off 7 of 8, and that 1 goal was a 5-on-3 with just 4 seconds left. So really a great job on the penalty kill there. They've been able to clear out the pucks and break up passes in their zone. It's just they're much improvement on from last year into their second season. I think the most important position player is going to be Kendra Hackbarth. She's the leadoff hitter for the team. She has the 2nd highest batting average and leads the team with hits. I think it's crucial for her to set the table for Howe and Gibson in the heart of the order and score quick and often against Arizona's pitching staff.
Now ranked 12th in the country, Michael Gutnick has more on where the Devils stand in this week's edition of Impact.
Thanks, Braden. Entering the Pac-12 schedule, the Sun Devils sit in the top 25 at number 12 with 5 other Pac-12 schools in the rankings, including 4 out of the top 10 spots. ASU began conference play and started out with a bang against number 1 ranked Washington. Over the weekend, the Sun Devils took 2 out of 3 from the Huskies, ending Washington's perfect season bid. Sophomore starter G. Juarez pitched in games 1 and 3 of the series and was lights out, not allowing a single run. The Southpaw earned the Pac-12 Pitcher of the Week award for the 2nd straight week with 2 wins and 24 strikeouts in 12 innings of shutout work. Juarez has posted an earned run average of .84, 11 wins, and 130 strikeouts, which all rank in the top 10 among Pac-12 pitchers. With a dominant starting rotation and an electric offense, the Sun Devils have their eyes set for heavy Pac-12 competition with games against UCLA, Oregon, and Arizona ahead of them. Winning contests against these higher-ranked opponents will give ASU more confidence to make it farther in the NCAA tournament and a shot at claiming the national title in Oklahoma. Back to you guys at the desk.
What exactly do the Sun Devils need to do to clinch a second straight postseason berth?
They have a very important series against the University of Denver. It's their final home series, and in the last year, they earned their first win and their first sweep of the season against this team. So they'll have some confidence coming in their final homestand, knowing that they've beaten this team before, and it will be a test for them in order to make a push for the playoffs at the end of the season. This is going to be a very close series between ASU and U of A. Even though Arizona State hasn't won since 2015, I believe that the Sun Devils will be able to take the series, win 2 out of 3, and bring the Territorial Cup back to Tempe.